We finished off part one going through this tunnel, so that's where we'll pick it up. Through the tunnel. There's a river there as well. Oh. Wild camp here, that'd be a bit noisy. Right, this way. I'm going to, in a minute I'm going to let the couple go ahead of me. Go. So I've routed to go over the river, but looks like there's a sign over there. I don't think I can get over that. That looks... don't know, I might just go this way. Might be another way to get over it. Yeah, looks like you go over the road instead. That just looks a bit dodgy, like it's not been used for ages and ages. So I'm just going to go this way and then go over the bridge, go over the road bridge is what I mean. There's a sign there, so this is probably the way they ideally would like you to go. So this is the way I'll go. I have a feeling that day 10 is going to be just as amazing as day 9. This is what I'm walking down currently. Can you hear the squeak of my backpack? Slightly irritating, but... so there's quarry workings. It must have been an old quarry because there's water dipped in it. But it's very pleasant so far, and I'm powering on through because it's all flat. I've got a little note on my watch that there's refreshments in 1.7 miles, so that sounds good. A nice cup of sugary tea. Or just a nice cup of tea with no sugar in it, to be honest. That'd also be very nice. When was the last time I had a cup of tea? Keld. It was Keld at the Keld Green Cafe, and I had a whole pot of Yorkshire tea. Well, I paid for the whole pot of Yorkshire tea, but I could only manage 2 cups. I think if I'd stayed there a little longer I would have finished the lot, but I needed to get on. So, I mean, this is very pleasant. It's just walking the park. So I'll catch you in a bit, maybe when I found the refreshments. They might not be there though, that's the thing. That is now, I have realised not to get my hopes up when I didn't get my fish and chips at Shap, and there was something else I was looking forward to that I didn't get, so the refreshments might not be there. We've just got into Bolton-on-Swale. I just met a really nice man and a lady telling me about the refreshments in the church, which I already knew about, but like I already mentioned, so it's nice to know that they are there. Come on. Yeah, and there's also a grave here of the oldest man that was alive. 168, I think they said he was. Anyway, so this is where we're going now. The church. I forget the name of the church. But refreshments. I've just left Zebby in my pack there. I'm going to go into the church. This is St Mary's Church, Bolton-on-Swale. Okay, just in case my other camera doesn't pick up, because it's rather dark in here. It is so peaceful. I'm going to sign the visitor's book in a minute, but I'm going to make myself a drink. Back here you've got the kitchen area, and there's kettle, and there's tea and coffee. And then in the fridge, you've got Twix and lots of bottled water, Coke. Yeah, good stuff. We are just, car goes past, just entering a place called Kiplin, okay? And up here is Kiplin Hall, right? I've no idea if this is like Mr. Kipling, you know, exceedingly good cakes, but Mr. Kipling's just as iconic as, say, Wainwright and Attenborough. I'm not sure, probably isn't. Kiplin Hall and Gardens, Historic House Museum, Gardens and Cafe. Don't know. Kiplin Hall. I'm going to have to Google it and get back to you. I'll try not to get run over on the road, because this is quite busy. I'm going to cross over. You're an absolute nutter. So I thought that I best take it easy. I'm having a rest. I'm near this. Taking Zeb's pack off. Every single time you have to shake. And we're next to this wheat field. So taking my boots off for a bit. I might actually take my socks off as well. Oh my goodness. I'm about a mile off Denby Whisk. I just thought I'd show you what I'm coming up against now. So it's all rather overgrown. I'm glad I don't have shorts on, because I've already been stung through my trousers. Been stung through my trousers, and there's brambles everywhere. So it's actually quite surprising. You'd have thought that this being a well-trodden path, things would have been pushed out the way, you know, with all the walkers going past, but that's clearly not the case. And then you've got overhanging trees trying to kill you as well. I mean, you can see by the path that it's had loads of people walking on it, but and the path sort of like disappears again. It's also dawned on me that I can guarantee the weather is not going to rain for the next couple of days, because the farmers are actually bringing in the harvest. They're collecting their straw and their grass and the whatnot. So they wouldn't do that if it was going to rain, say tomorrow, because it would be all left out. I've got bugs on me now. Okay, we like these ones. Oh, bollocks. Sorry, Mum. What I was meant to say was bullocks. Yes, there are cows in this field, and I don't actually film us going through it after what happened to us last time we went through a field of cows. So I'm really sorry about that. Okay, I've made the decision. I'm gonna go to a campsite. Zeb's tired. I can tell he's tired. My back is hurting, and in theory we've got about another 3.5 miles until the sort of area that I was going to wild camp. So it's just a slight detour off, but we're in Denby Whisk anyway, so that's good. Potentially more miles tomorrow, but I also don't have to do. I can do as many miles as I want to do, it doesn't matter. Zeb, this way. It's not that way, come on this way. So it will be worth it for a good night's sleep. Had a good night's sleep yesterday, so it will be a good night's sleep again today. And I'm pretty sure that this is the place that that man doing the coast to coast in the opposite direction told me about. So he recommended it. So it must be good. Then I just have to work out where I'm going to camp after that. Anyway, day 10 hasn't been as good as day 9, but it's not been too bad. Had to go through another field of cows. Zeb is definitely traumatised by cows now. Oh my goodness. Guys. Right, this way. Okay, I'm at church home camping. There is another tent there. And there's a tent there. So we're gonna go there. That's on a slope. This might be on a little bit of a slope, but I don't want to go over there because there's a caravan. This will be okay. Anyway, Zeb thinks it's a good idea. So this is where we're going. In case I forget to film later. There's my tent. One over there. And one there. Mine's got more headroom. Space for the dog. So the campsite that I stayed at was called Home Farm Camping. It was only £12 a night and you got so much for your money, which is probably why it was so popular with coast to coasters. While I was there was probably about another 7 coast to coasters, a couple which were doing it in the opposite direction to me, so they were doing it from east to west. What did you get for your money? Well, you got, there was free showers, there was a big communal area that had free tea and coffee, kettle and a microwave. So I'd highly recommend it. If you haven't done already, please leave me a comment down there, and thanks for watching.